Thank you for stopping by to Adult Home Education and StudyTheGED.com. This is multiplication for adults. However, if you have children, always practice in front of your children if you can. Because even if they're 6 months old, some of this stuff might stick and be a lot easier for them when they get into school. 7 is cool, 7 is fine, 7 times 7 is 49. If you have trouble with certain multiplication problems, you can try to make little songs or little things that will help you remember. We're going to start with the really easy ones right now. Anything times 0, everything equals 0. So 0 times 274 is 0. 0 times 10 is 0. Ones is easy too. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 274 is 274. Then we're going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, and so on. Usually when you do multiplication tables, you do them up to 12. So, all the way up to 12 times 12. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. I missed one, see? I need to practice. Then we go to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Then after that, you want to count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, right? So 1 times 10 is 10, 2 times 10 is 20, 3 times 10 is 30, 4 times 10 is 40. So remember, it's like 4 times 10. You just put the 4 down and then add a 0 at the end, and it makes it easy. Times 10 is really important because you're going to be learning that. Later on, you're going to be using that big time with exponents and all kinds of things. So once you've got those down, then you got to start studying the other numbers, like 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4. Now, I'm going to send you an email that is going to tell you that you will need to get index cards, and you will need to write the problem on one side of the index card. So for example, on one side it'll say 4 times 9 equals, and on the other side it will give you the answer, 36. So in order to make this work, what you need to do is one day work on the 3s only. Oops. Better make that work there, the 3s only. So you're going to do 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. And you're going to do that 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes before you go to bed. It's very important to write down these numbers, the problems, the multiplication problems on index cards, because the actual writing itself will help you. Anyway, the next day you're going to do 4s. You do 5 minutes of 4s in the morning and 5 minutes of 4s at night. And make sure you don't go past 5 minutes because you don't want to bore yourself to pieces, right? Now, if you know the 5s already, you're going to skip the 5s and go to the 6s. But the following day, the third day, you're going to do 3s and 4s together. And then you're going to go on to the 6s. And then the 7s, and then the 8s, and then the 9s. And 10s you might know already. And 11s are pretty easy, right? 11 times 2. 22. 11 times 3. 33. You see how that works? You just double this number. 22. 2, 2. Double the 3. 3, 3. So 11s are really easy. So really, you don't have to learn everything. But even if you know some of the threes and some of the fours and some of the sixes and some of the sevens, just go over them anyway, because the faster you do that, the quicker it will be for you to get through a math problem. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for stopping by to Adult Home Education and study the GED.com.